of everything we've done, which is a good amount, and then we've got a whole bunch of new stuff today. So to start off, let's just start off in our easy pose. Our palms facing up, bringing our belly button back towards our spine, chest is lifted, right into our Ujjayi breathing. So a couple deep breaths, let's roll those shoulders up. Setting them into place, good. Keep that going at your own pace. Start to relax. Maybe set an intention for the class today. What is our goal? What do we want to get out of this? Being present. Go ahead one more in that direction and then switch directions. Really loosen up those shoulders. Noticing your chest rise and fall with every breath. And still, of course, keeping that great posture. And one more, and we'll come back to neutral position. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, folding over at the waist. So remember, you can use a block here. Whatever is comfortable for you. Shai, do you mind turning it down a click or two? Or they won't be able to hear me on the video. Hi at home.
Turn this one off?
Yeah. Just on the iPhone, just like a click or two. Good. And when you're ready, coming up onto those fingertips, exhale, walking it all the way back up. Good. Let's go ahead, shake out those legs. And switch, other leg on top. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, inhale up. And exhale, coming down. You should feel this in your glutes, whichever leg is on top. And when you're ready, coming up onto the fingertips, walking it back up. Good. Shaking out those legs. Give a little extra love to our hamstrings today. So let's go ahead, inhale up. Exhale, folding over. Maybe you're reaching your shins, your ankles, the backs of your feet. And try to really use your breath to get the most out of your stretch here. So as we exhale, maybe sink in a little bit deeper, maybe reach a little further, get our nose just a little bit closer to our knees. And go ahead, one more deep breath so you can get just a little bit closer. Beautiful. And release, coming back up. Great. Let's go ahead right into our cat-cow. So find that neutral position. Nice and evenly supported. Knees are about hip width apart. Palms just under our shoulders. Fingers splayed wide, all pressing down, palms pressing down, tops of our feet. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead, inhale right into that cat position, rounding the spine, hips and shoulders coming together. And exhale, belly button to the ground, hips and shoulders coming up. Beautiful. Keep that going, a couple more breaths at your own pace. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our right wrist, and we'll see if we need any modifications for this one. We're going to bring our right arm up, inhale. stretching it up. And exhale, bring it back down. You should get like a nice little stretch in your side. You're really opening up your chest. Inhale and exhale back down. Good. When we do this, we tend to start to lean back and shift our weight back. See if we can try to stay neutral while we do this. Right, Ruth, how's that wrist feeling?
Okay.
Okay. So inhale up. Good. And Elaine, how are those knees?
Good.
I noticed you didn't use a Pilates mat today.
No, I think
Think you're better without it?
yeah, I have better balance.
Gotcha. I usually step off of my mat during the balance portions.
I figured I'd try it today and see how
Sure.
we do without it.
That's what this class is for. Do we feel that nice stretch through our chest here? Good. So I'm going to have you even it out if you need to, meet back at neutral position. What we're going to do this time is when we're going to inhale up, we're going to exhale, sit back just like we're going to child's pose, bringing our shoulder underneath and allowing our ear to rest on the ground. Really just opening up that shoulder a little bit more. Let me show you one thing on this side. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, palm facing up, reaching through, sitting back while you're going to child's pose, sitting down. Feel a nice little stretch in our shoulder here. How's that feel? Everybody feel good in this pose? Wrists.
I feel like I can't breathe.
That's fine. So, I mean, that's allow your breath to guide your movements. So, it might be a little too much. So maybe you need to sit up a little bit higher. Maybe you need to put a block where your forehead is. That way we're not constricting our lungs as much. Good. And you can still get a good stretch in your shoulder that way too. Good. Take a couple breaths there, and when you're ready, go ahead, switch to the other side. And reaching through. We're going to go ahead right into it. We're going to tap our toes, go right into a downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths there, maybe pedal through with our knees. And then I want you to go ahead, step forward into our forward bend. Beautiful. And let's go ahead, swan dive all the way up. Grab a quick drink. Beautiful, yes. You can always exhale down to center. It just feels nice when we're kind of just stopping right there. Good. So let's go ahead, come to the front of our mat. Good. We're going to go through a little mini sun salutation and then into our warriors. Okay, so let's go ahead, come to the front of our mat, inhaling all the way up, and exhale into a forward bend. Beautiful. Make sure they can still see me. And then inhale halfway up, flat back, allow our gaze to come forward. Palms right by our shins. Exhale, send it back down. Good. And go ahead, step it right back into a downward facing dog. Driving through the heels. Good. Let's see if we can put your feet just about hip width apart. Good. It'll help take some pressure off your wrists too. And then from here, let's go ahead, come out to a plank, and come all the way down. Let's go ahead, everybody. Let's go ahead, just come up into a Sphinx pose. So you're gonna squeeze your back together, keeping those elbows at our side, lifting your chest up. If you wanna relax the backs of your feet, the tops of your feet on the ground, good. And then coming back down, good. And then feel free to stay in that Sphinx pose, or come up into a cobra, coming all the way up. Good. off our toes on the ground, come back to a downward facing dog. We are doing awesome, ladies. And so here, what I want you to do is we're gonna try a one-legged downward dog. So I want you to take your right foot, gently lift it up off the ground. Great. And then we're gonna go right into our warrior one. So I want you to hug your knee into your chest, step through, adjust if you need. Make sure our back foot is where it needs to be. So perpendicular with our front foot, coming at a little bit of an angle, coming up into our warrior one. How'd we do? You guys did the exact same thing.
Not graceful in the least.
Right.
I want to make sure that you're comfortable with the transitions getting into these poses from all different directions.
I think I looked horrible.
Do you want to try just that transition again and I can watch you guys? I'm sorry, I was kind of bent over. So let's start just from a downward dog. So if you want to just watch me. Downward dog, one-legged. We're going to step through and then take your time here. Adjust, get nice and comfy, and then come up. Okay. Can I watch you guys? Sorry about that. I was sitting down again.
Okay. Tell me.
We're working today. We work every day, but good. So feet hip width apart.
That was good.
Good. So we can step through. Yeah. And then adjust. Good. Great. So let's see if we can just keep a little bend in that front knee. So if it needs to happen once you're up, you want to step forward a little bit and add the bend. Just so we're getting that full range, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Good. Ruth, can we step forward a little bit for you, add a little bend in the knee? So our feet are just a little bit farther apart. Good. Good. So we're in our warrior one. How are we feeling?
Good.
I was working getting on up here. All right, so let's do a little test here. Remember, I want you to focus on your transitions. So breathing through the poses. When you're ready to exhale is when you'll switch to the next pose. So let's go ahead into a warrior two. Beautiful. Yep. Check to make sure you got it. Good. And just keep your gaze right off the tip of that middle finger. Good. Aline, I'm going to have you just lift this back arm. Yep. So that's the most common thing with warrior two is the back arm starting to drop. Just try to be conscious of that and keep them at a T. Great. So we're in warrior two. Let's go back to reverse warrior. Reverse warrior. So this back arm is going to come back. Yes. There we go. Good. So that back leg is going to be nice and straight. Just kind of reaching down as much as you can get. Good. Beautiful. And let's go ahead into side angle pose. Again, you guys, the same thing. Good. Good, let's go back to reverse warrior. Good. See if we can get this arm just up a little bit straighter. You do have a little bit of a curve in it, but see if we can get just a little bit straighter coming up. Good. And let's try humble warrior. Yep. Good. You look awesome, ladies. Let's go back to reverse warrior. And warrior one. Oh, we got this. This is great. So I'm going to have you go ahead, step together, and then release. So I'm going to add on a couple things, but we're going to do it with the other leg to make sure we even things out. So do we know which leg we were just using? So make sure that we use the other leg now. So a couple extensions for some of these poses. So for side angle pose, where we're here, okay, some instructors, if you want to stay here, that's totally fine, but some instructors might have you reach down, okay? They might have you do a reverse, keeping that front knee bent, okay? Or they might have you come underneath.